Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to part 8 of Let's Play Pillars of Eternity 2 Deadfire. Gotta learn to not slur my words. And I haven't even been drinking, ladies and gentlemen. That's the real depressing part. Slurring words without being drunk.
I shall be discreet.
And we're going to quickly go up here, and in the last part, and this series, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to do my best to not only keep myself in character, which I think I'm doing a damn good job of, being a aggressive, sarcastic guy, as a Bleak Walker should be, while also keeping myself, while also trying to give myself some, like some semblance of like knowing what I'm doing or going. And now that we've looked everywhere, the only place we haven't looked is the Luminous Adra Pool. You know what? I don't think I looked there in my original playthrough. Sorry, my current playthrough. That isn't my Let's Play one. I think I probably did, but I know I know for a fact it's not the right way to go. But let's so yeah, in the last part we also figured out how much accuracy my weapons would have. Like obviously with this, I have more accuracy on my normal weapon sets, but I have more accuracy on this when equipped with this, which is called Savage Attack, than I would do with the Gauntlet, obviously, than my normal attack without. And I hit a lot. I'm gonna try and keep increasing my accuracy because my accuracy is a problem. Although, what's the accuracy of my teammates? So, Adia has 24, Zoti 28, and holy shit, my accuracy. So, for now, we're just going to...
Show me.
So, right now, my attack is 26. Yeah, I'm going to keep it at that. I need a decent amount of... Well, I got myself into a fight with some flying imps. Let's murder them.
Catch.
Let's knock this one down, because fuck them.
Here we go.
Yep, looks like this fight is pretty much... and I missed with my flame attack. I must admit, being on this speed is better because of the reaction times, but at the same time, it does get a bit confusing to follow what's going on sometimes.
Yes?
Right. With those guys dead, let's loot them.
Understood.
So it doesn't look like there was anything interesting in here. Some luminous Adra dust, but it looks like other than that, it's just one of the 3 zones you can reach by going in the thing. So let's get back upstairs and let's go to the sub-level, where I know there is a weapon that I want. I do know that much. I will say, ladies and gentlemen, I've only ever encountered one soulbound weapon in this game so far, and that was that was something I couldn't even use, and that was ages and ages away. So that's a good thing to know. We've it's soulbound weapons are in the game, but they're miles away, which is a good thing. It means that got something to strive for. Now let's get ourselves. There it is. See, ladies and gentlemen, I knew I wouldn't disappoint.
Be discreet.
So what's this?
Well, I'd prefer some.
Let all champions pay homage to Exandros, for without him there would be no glory. The copper bowl has tarnished to a dull blue-green. Grime and dust coat the surface of a thin film. Examine the bowl more closely. At the bottom of the bowl is shallow circular depression. You recognize the offering bowl, an artifact found in many Gwyffin's ruins. It would have been intended for use only by Gwyffins who held high rank or had made some great achievement. In an arena such as this, a champion might fulfill that role. Place the champion's medallion into the depression. There we go. We lost item champion medallion, but got access to this little extra area here. Here rests Exandros, most virtuous architect. And we got the Amulet of Health, Adraban, and some Taondratara, or Ondra's Tooth. You know, Alof, you have 54 health. I would feel much, much better if you had more. So for now, we'll keep
nice
as much as I could give that to our tank, which is me. I do feel better knowing that our Alof is going to be a little bit harder to hit.
They were unprepared for this.
Looks like there's no one in here. Well, alive in here. So let's make sure we make use of these supplies. No one else needs them here.
I'll see to it.
Well, one of you had money. That I guess that's a win. All right, this is our first type of, let's like first sort of dungeon. Yeah, so we'll go south. I went south for my first time in here as well, so it's may as well. I didn't actually look at any of all this though, because I was just doing a quick run through. But part of the statue near the legs has been forcibly removed. Praise the bold-hearted Avarix, master of the blade. In memory of Sama, beloved sister, I gift this statue.
Easily done.
All that remains of this inscription is Raka the Fortunate. The stone around it is worn smooth. Looks like someone's been reading it a bit too much. Ooh, braziers. Let's light them. These ornate bronze fixtures appear to be braziers. Soot lines the interior of the metallic petals, and you spy fresh coal beneath a filigreed grating. Someone lit these recently. Had you the mead, you might do the same. Light the brazier with a torch. Nothing happens for a moment, and then the brazier ignites with a sudden rise of flame. Do the same here. Alright.
Well, at least it didn't catch us by surprise.
See, the thing is, I'm wishing I actually remembered this, but I don't remember this, and I can't remember how to figure it out. Only the bold, the reckless, and the fortunate shall pass within safely. I know those symbols probably correlate to those three words, but I don't actually know what they are. To be fair, when I first did that, I just randomly figured it out.
I see a soul in the darkness, one ready for reaping.
Hey, Loth.
Aye?
You might be the only one who can do this.
How may I help? Foes ahead. How may I help? Aye?
Just pull back to about here.
Yes?
As long as we can't see them, this will work.
Yes? Show me.
Yep, it worked, just not as well as I'd hoped. Because that brine imp is perfectly healthy. The other one down though, so it worked actually, it worked. It just did not have the greatest effect.
Take a gander over there.
Hidden objects, we know about those. I'm not gonna waste time with tutorials. We know this stuff. And if you don't know, hidden item basically when you're in scouting mode, given certain characters can, well, every character, but depending on the certain skills, they can pick up hidden items. Hidden items are essentially just badass. That's essentially it. And in this case, they were shit. I was wrong. Fuck everyone. Yeah, the imps are dead, so let's just quickly walk. Got ourselves a battle axe. Actually, one thing, let's have a look at this. So I'm gonna quickly look at this. So block, so 5% resistance against weapon, plus 25% recovery time weapon. So basically longer recovery. Even longer recovery, but plus 2 penetration.
What can I do you for?
You have only interrupting shot, and you have you are using a specific scepter, and you have a destructive channeling. Plus 20% damage of dealt is applied to self as raw damage. Plus 20% damage with scepter to weapons. Plus 1 penetration. Oh, so essentially just okay. I get that, but at the same time, it's a bit of a waste. Tattered note: I wasn't sure about the constructs at first. These new techniques may be less extreme than those eccentrics, or those of the eccentrics like Galvino, but it gets harder to remember that once the hulking things are moving around like large, noisy, whiteless dolls. The constructs require daily maintenance, and they make the workers uncomfortable. Still, they've been an effective deterrent to the local wildlife, and I have to admit, I've started to feel a lot safer with them standing nearby while I work. Odrisi despises the things and avoids them if possible. That alone is a considerable benefit.
A little more stabbing.
Stop fucking bringing up the command line.
I am your eyes and ears.
I wish there was a way to disable the command. That's a fucking thought. Is there any way to hide off-screen pointers? The game will never display pointers to carry. No, fuck off. I need that. shit. No, it's not there. Auto pause. Yeah, stop pirate movement. We do need. Enemy spotted. Don't pause, just stop pirate movement. Just do that. That's fine. Graphics. Nope. Fuck it. It's fine. Yep, I fucked myself on that one.
What I can find.
Hey guys, you can feel free to, you know. Oh yeah, right.
A little something for you.
Preferably, you know, do something because I'm in this rather alone at the moment. Right, so let's. Well, knockdown's not going to work, so let's try and use that ability. It looks like having high accuracy is definitely going to do me much better. Because now I'm starting. The more I hit, obviously, the more damage I can deal. While also having the most health makes me a good first target.
Real quiet now.
That was a spalling. I hate spallings. Golden tool. Ooh. 6 golden tools. That's 53 gold. Sorry, 53 copper. It was the exact right amount. Actually, that's a good point. I really wish I could. Well, let's go see what this is.
Easily done. I really can't do that.
The walls here have collapsed inward, barring any further progress. That's fine. I don't wish to go in there anyway. I do wish to proceed forward, though, to see what's down here.
Whoa, look.
Yeah, we'll use Crippling Strike. We'll basically just set this guy up for a death. Yeah, there we go. That guy had no chance. Also, I've decided that I'm just gonna take these off for now. I'm gonna mess about with these in my personal save, so you know, I can get used to them.
I hope you know what you're doing.
Of course, I know what I'm doing. Alof. Yeah, well, that is Alof who's saying that. The voice is a little bit different. Obviously, it's the same voice actor, it's just a little bit different, so it does throw me off every so often. That's our beloved Alof. Oh, yay. Copper constructs. Well, set that there. Say fuck you to them. Honestly, a nice necrotic lance would be fine. Shoti, do literally whatever you want. Yeah, I'm gonna say don't waste time to do that.
Watch my hands.
Go.
Let's get started. Killing someone? Oh, please.
Actually, pull over to the worm. Interrupt. Well, I know how interrupt work. Thank you, game. There we go. Some nice Bleak Walker flames right there. Flames of Devotion, I believe it's called. Please remind me. Yep, I was right this time. So we got some pyrite and a fang.
Good plan.
Storing that, and then some copper pier.
Vax, go there. Vax, stab that.
Real quiet now.
Alright, let's get ourselves I'm also going to move these two around because I do like Alof. You're nearly as good as Adair. Adair is legitimately one of the best characters ever written. He's just fucking hilarious to me.
Foes ahead.
Well, this is not good. You seem to have found us. Congratulations! Here is a necrotic lance right in your face, along with someone we're just gonna basically kill you. Not being dead is not an option. Essentially, what we're gonna go for here. You can either be dead or be dead. I mean, that's pretty much all we're accepting. Shoti,
happy to oblige.
You're using your crossbow. Stop.
What can I do? All right.
As useful as that is, I'd rather you were in melee for now. Because you have unique
What can I
melee
do you
items
for?
that are honestly just better. Wait, that counts as a fucking shield? Huh. I'm just gonna...
I'll see what I
I'm
can
just
find.
gonna allow you to do whatever you're doing. Let's go this way first. That looks like a lot of something that's spilled out right there.
I see a soul in the darkness. One ready for raping. Time
Another
to
for the
separate
queen.
Alright, let's just kill this guy. He looks to be alone.
Show me.
And he is, because the kill, we got like a little slow down kill.
I hope you know what you're doing.
That wings, what's this? So we got an Animancer's hat, turquoise, and journal entry. It has been it's been a stroke of unimaginable fortune to find an Adra vein in such pristine condition. The essence is so concentrated here that, even from the far side of the corridor, the pillar's light pulses like a star. At times, I almost feel as if I can sense it, like the warmth of sunlight upon the skin. We will need to reinforce the central chamber before attempting further excavations. The ruins are unstable, and Sailor's motley workforce of savages and paupers grows more fearful by the day. With the assistance of a single watcher, we could trace the essence in the primary vein and isolate those deposits worthy of extraction. I petitioned Director Castol in Nekataka for such a resource, but I am continually rebuffed. It is unthinkable that the Valiant Trading Company cannot isolate within the vast borders of its considerable influence a single suitable candidate. I must assume that the wretched Eleta woman is hoarding them for her fanatical experiment, transportation, as if we have time to expand on such frivolities. Potion, some money. Some aquamarine and a scroll of minor healing. So what's this? Doro the Reckless defeated 7 beasts bare hands.
Well, I'd prefer some.
Moss and grime have been scraped clear of large portions of this mirror, revealing the vibrant hues of Nguiffin. Game, you're not allowed to crash. We've been over this. Nguiffin figures beneath. See? The game knows its place. Is learning.
Nice and quiet.
Although, I don't understand why the game's been such a twat today. It's probably because I haven't played it since, like, Saturday, I think it might have been.
That's Odorisi.
Frozen mid-stride, the grim figure is turned toward the colossal pillar of Adra that dominates the chamber. The ashen corpse's outstretched hand rests upon the crystal's dulled surface. Clutched tightly in the remnants of a fist is a bundle of paper bound together by a leather cord. Several more pages are scattered on the ground at your feet.
Odorisi was always a bit obsessive, but he was a good enough fellow. I hope this was quick, whatever it was.
He leans forward, as if to close the figure's eyes or smooth its features, but merely clasps his hand with a troubled frown. As you pull the papers free, the ashen fingers gripping them slough away, disintegrating into a fine plume of dust. Standing here by the lone figure, you are struck with a feeling of dread. The air around you, the very motes of ashen dust, all of it stagnant and still. The feeling grows worse when you look upon the Adra and sense no energy flowing into its surfaces. It is as though it has been disconnected from the wheel.
You place your hand against the pillar of luminous Adra. A dim, warm light emanates from the surface, but it feels cool to the touch. Pinpricks dance along your fingers, uncomfortable but not painful. A woman's voice, scratchy, distant, and halting, echoes in your mind.
Find your soul in him.
You concentrate, peering into the Adra's energy as you would peer into a soul. Its inner light is blinding, but as you become accustomed to it, you perceive the core of the Adra itself, a churning mass of millions of soul fragments. With a jolt, the energy reaches out to you, The Angwithan ruin fragments around you, breaking into incoherent shapes and dissolving to dust, falling into an infinite well of dark gray vapor. Even the ground itself disintegrates into nothingness. All that remains is the murky expanse of the in-between. The Audra Pillar, and a skein of golden threads rooted in the pillar that extend far off into the distance. You focus on the threads. You catch glimpses of memories, your memories, mingled among the memories of thousands of other captive souls. The filaments begin to cohere, rapidly twining into a golden cord. With a muffled crack, the cord ripples outward in a violent wave toward the endless distance. The cord undulates over a space so vast that you lose sight of the wave before it finds its end. Then, a heavy creaking, like the sound of mountains shearing under their own weight, washes through the dull gloom of the in-between. A violent force yanks you along the cord at an incredible speed. The murk of the in-between warps erratically, as though you are observing it through an ill-ground lens. Just as quickly as you were pulled forward, you stop, suspended below a massive figure of ancient carved Audra. Like all Audra, it glimmers with energy, but the souls and memories within it are not flowing down. They churn in a vortex that burns at the heart of the statue's mass in some invisible engine. It is Aethys. The great golden cord terminates in his back, sending pulses of energy throughout his limbs as they move. He walks in long, slow strides toward a brilliant pillar of Audra far in the distance. It shines even more brightly in the in-between than Aethys. From within the teeming throng of souls, dozens of eyes look out to you. Through the cord, their collective anguish and despair push at the edge of your mind.
Help us! Please! Help us!
Their voices echo in your mind. Somewhere within their ranks, you can feel the presence of your own soul, slumbering deeper in the gyre.
We're gonna push past the lost souls to find our own soul.
You attempt to evade the lost souls and find yourself within Aethys. But the incredible power flowing through the god's body repulses you. Not even your Watcher powers can penetrate the massive tides of energy crashing through him. The souls sense your presence and continue to desperately cry out to you. Aethys' stride slows and stops. His head slowly pivots until its great burning eyes are cast back along the cord. As his gaze meets yours, you feel an overwhelming rush of incredible joy mingled with profound sadness. You have sensed similar anguish in lost souls, but never with this intensity. A soothing voice drifts into your mind.
It takes great bravery to venture through the in-between, even for a Watcher.
A swell of admiration radiates out from the god's heart, a force so intense that it momentarily overwhelms you.
You do not need to follow me, for their sake or your own. Something beautiful is coming. Something that will save us all.
A great light shines from Aethys' brow, so bright that even the souls within him flinch from the source, cowering in fear. Through the glare, you see Aethys' massive arm reach up to grasp the golden cord. The tether carrying energy from the Audra pillar to him that also suspends your consciousness.
Give me my soul back.
I still have need of it, but do not be afraid, Watcher. Dawn will come for us all in time.
Aethys yanks on the golden cord, pulling it from his back. The cord tears into filaments that blacken and dissolve to dust. Without pause, he turns to resume his stride toward the distant pillar of Audra, shining on the boundless horizon. You hear the souls within him cry out for just a moment, before your consciousness is snapped away from them. The in-between goes dark. For a second, You feel a mix of nausea and a sensation like spinning and falling. Then the moment ends. Your consciousness has returned to the Angwithan arena. The world is sideways, the Audra pillar upside down. You flinch at the feeling that you're standing on the ceiling. The disorientation overwhelms you and you collapse to your knees next to the luminous Audra pillar. Previously dim and flickering, the pillar now glows with a strong and steady light. You touch the Audra again, but the chill and prickling sensations you felt before are gone, replaced with a comforting warmth, like the embers of a fire that has just lost its flame.
As you return to the world, you feel a hand on your back.
You all right? Come on, we just got your back.
Despite his tone, you can see genuine concern in his eyes. Not even a little.
Well, if you're not sure, now I'm worried. I've seen you commune with souls of the dead, but this looked altogether different. What happened?
His gaze flickers to the brightly glowing Adra. Typical. Just when I'm on the verge of getting some answers from a god, he cuts me off.
They've got to employ their priest somehow.
He grins with a sly mischief. Shochi's eyes narrow, dark lashes fusing.
What did Gon say? Is he gonna meet us? What do we do next? He charged you with a divine calling, didn't he? Just like he's done for me.
So she's dutiful, so Alof hums approvingly. He's after Luminous Adra. Where is she? Guess that's why I'm the captain. He's moving towards Luminous Adra.
How hard can it be to find in a chain of thousands of islands?
I wonder what he's after, and why he's been giving me these dreams. The things I've seen, they leave a mark on your soul.
She rubs her arms, despite the balmy air.
I may not know what Gon's got planned for me, but clearly he wanted me to meet you.
Alof nods, a quiet smile etched across his lips.
I'm here. I hope you
Sorry, Odorisi. Oh, I thought Odorisi might have some loot. Right, so unfortunately, we're actually gonna have to end this part here, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you guys have enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next part. See you guys then.